Hey everyone, Doug here with another real quick YouTube walkthrough video. Today we got a very special package from Butterfly Labs. You might have heard of them as the American-based Bitcoin mining company specializing in various ASIC mining gear. So they should have shipped quite a while ago, over a year ago, with some of their new SC lineup product, and they kept running into hardware delays, manufacturing delays. So most people think, okay, are they a scam or would they even exist? So well, I'm not going to do a teardown of the unit. Time is money. Just wanted to do a real quick walkthrough and show that they do actually exist and something did come in. I had ordered one of their 60 gigahash single SC units. So in the box we got basic cover, a thank you card that shows where to get drivers, firmware, all that from the website. My GUI miner didn't work. I just had to go grab their BFG miner. It's Windows install, very polished, small piece of software, and you'll walk through that in a little bit. So here's a little thank you card. The unit itself is pretty good sized, not as small as they wanted because of power, but a little bit bigger than the GameCube. About 6 inches by 6 inches and a foot or so. Not quite polished, but it's a utility machine, so but they did make an effort to make it look clean and nice, which is appreciated. Very cool. It's a push-pull design, and the back has 2 6-pin PCIe power and 1 mini USB, and an indicator light, Butterfly Labs. So no strip down, but I'm sure you could find this done plenty of places online, through other videos and so forth. So you get the unit, and also probably one of the biggest power bricks known to man. Maybe they had an old Xbox 360 design. I heard they swapped that, they overheat. So here, if you don't have the power supply cable lengths, here's what they actually will ship with you given time. A giant 60 mil fan or so, gargantuan power supply, almost as big as the unit itself. What's nice, 110, 220 volt switching toggle setting for international power supplies, and typical 3-pin adapter. 31 amps, Chinese supply. So far I've run them, they stay cool. See how it lasts long term, but that's cool, gives you some cable length to work with. The end is a custom but very cool PCIe design, much like you see on graphic cards. Just 2 6-pin. Your typical American power connector and 3-pin. And a plastic bag with a typical mini USB cable. The other units I've seen came with like 18-inch cables. This and another came with 6. So, I mean, this is just not long enough to connect to a desktop. I'm sorry, that's the one gripe I'll give them. Is, come on, this is like nothing. Barely even won't reach from the unit. So, longer cable would be nice. But anyway, that's the walkthrough of the Bitcoin Butterfly Lab Bitcoin single ASIC Bitcoin miner, and get to showing you the software and it running in just a minute. Hi everyone, and here we have a BFL Single 60 gigahash unit mining away. Just testing it hooked up to the desktop right now, and so far everything is working fine. BFL seems to have revised their giant power supplies with gargantuan bricks with decent sized fans. And it can come over to the screen and use their included miner. Let's fix the exposure here. And as we can see, I grabbed BFL's default Windows software to mine, and Didn't even have to load any USB driver, just hooked it up to my system. And they just have very simple tabs, nothing that lets it start with Windows or start mining if something crashes. But it does give basic information such as temperature, and shares accepted, rejected, and basic pool settings for Eclipse and others. Again, just to show, with the current price of Bitcoin being roughly $115, $120, $130, depending on what exchange you're at, it shows here that this machine is doing 30 a day. Let's look at that again. 43 a day, 310 a week or so. Barring difficulty changes, right now we're about 89 million and rising to about 100 million in 10 days as of early middle September. Anyway, you can see here that since I had picked up this unit early, it will be paid for within a month or perhaps less. Finally, here's a really quick look at the Share Accepts Rejects tab connected to Eclipse mining. And stuff looks like it's working very well and having very minimal hardware errors with this unit, which is excellent. With our miner now connected, we can see here that the idle wattage is fairly high, about 70 watts, and I'll just connect the mining software as this is just pulling from the wall, so not taking into account any inefficiencies, but I'll start the miner and we can see how much roughly that one of these will be pulling. And of course, as they hit about 60°C, 65°C temperature, the fans ramp up. And finally, here's everything together. Anyway, you two hit me up on comments if you have any questions about this stuff, Bitcoin, whatever. Comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you guys next time.